Good morning, everybody. Woohoo. I'm so happy to be here this morning, and I'm happy to be here with Terry Renner. Whoops, wrong way. Terry
Yay.
Renner from Holding Your Space.
Hi,
And
everybody.
yes, I'm so pleased to be here. Always love having Terry here. Terry and I work together on the Dream Show, which is we really enjoy, and we also work on her channel with archetypes and oracles whenever I get my crap together.
We do it when we can, but
We do it when we can, yes.
we
But
have
Terry,
more fun with that group too. I mean,
we do.
both groups.
Everybody has a lot of fun reminiscing. So
Yeah,
it's a great show. But
yeah.
yeah, and Terry's got a lot of other wonderful shows, including her morning meditations she does that
Oh,
take you deeper and deeper into the beauty of the imagination, I guess is the best way to say it. So yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah.
thank
Light.
you so much for being here. Thank you.
Thank you
Um,
for having me.
Of course, of course. So we have Jen F is here. Hello, Jen F, and hello, Kathy 11. And I totally get it if you're watching the Bills because my girlfriend in New Hampshire, even though she lives near the Patriots, they're Bills fans. So I get it. And that situation that happened last year to that young man, or 2 years ago, I guess, the young man that nearly died on the playing field, but came back, and that was amazing with the
Yeah,
Bills. Yeah, that was
yeah.
amazing.
That was
Yep,
so frightening.
it
Yeah.
was frightening. Yep. And then we have Partly Faded, who says, "Call me Nick."
Hey,
Nick,
Nick.
it's wonderful to have you here. Yes, thank you for being here. This is the beauty of collaborating with someone from another channel. You get to meet some new people, and
Yeah.
so yeah, so that's wonderful. Hi, Sarah Broyles. It's nice to see you, and Christine Fryer. And Barbara is here. Polly. Debbie at 3 Shifting Veils. Debbie was up with us last night. I was on with Sherry and Helen doing the Night Owls.
Oh
Ooh,
my gosh.
it was so much fun, but I hadn't slept the night before. And then I did
Yeah.
the Night Owls, and I thought, I've got to be able to go to sleep. Boom. I don't think I moved after the show got over at 11:30 our time. And I went and I laid on the bed and I woke up and it was 8:30 this morning. So I think I was
I
in
had
the
Right. There's been so many solar flares, and I've heard this from so many people that you wake up at 1:30 or 3 and you
Mhm,
can't go back to sleep. So
mhm,
last night I'm sitting up with my nephew, he's staying with me,
right.
and he said, "I wanted to watch, All the President's Men," which
Oh,
he's
okay.
16.
Sure,
Oh
sure.
my god, what an amazing Dustin Hoffman, Be
Oh,
Still My
yeah.
Heart, and Robert
Huh,
Redford.
yeah.
But, like, everything about it, the rotary phones, the
Oh,
deaths, and everything, it was just
sure.
amazing. Yeah,
Yeah,
anyway, I was
yeah.
up for a couple of hours at
Couple
least
hours.
getting it
Yeah,
done. Yeah,
yeah. Did you do your
yeah.
meditation this morning still? Do you do it
I
every
only
morning?
do Monday through Friday.
Monday through Friday. Oh, I was gonna
Yeah,
say, good girl. Good girl.
yeah.
You need a
Oh,
break too. Yeah.
yeah, well, I do at the yoga studio. I'm at the yoga studio on
Oh,
Saturdays, and
okay.
Sunday, my home practice is to have coffee in bed every Sunday.
Self-care, so vital.
It's
Thank you. Good
sacred.
to hear. Good to
Yeah.
hear. Hear. Um, so then Teresa Levine, Akila B, nice to see you, my friend. Rossi and Care Bear is here. Nice to see you. Ivana. Okay. Thanks for coming by. We know you
Hey,
can't stay.
Ivana.
Yeah. Jessica Lynn, just visiting. LP and Chris Queen. Chris was there last night too, I believe. Oh, you're taking care of kitty cats. Oh, thank you, Ivana. Thank you, honey. Hi, Raj. Nice to see you. So, just visiting, you have coffee on your back deck on Sundays. Good for you. A
Oh, I
little
love
bit of
that too.
ritual is always, always important. So, that's
Yeah.
great. Hi, Lottie B. Nice to see you. Yeah, I think I got you all. Thanks for coming and sharing part of your Sunday with us. Looking forward to I'm going out to lunch with my adult children after this, and I'm looking forward to it. We're going down on the Tacoma waterfront. They have
Oh,
a couple of
wow.
restaurants. Now, I don't know, it's kind of overcast. We may end up inside, but the view is always inspiring. So that's what we're going to do. Yeah.
That sounds amazing. Yeah,
Yeah.
my daughter made, a beautiful it's like a vegetarian plowman's, uh,
Ooh,
brunch this morning for us, and we sat
wonderful.
on the back deck, and yeah, it was lovely.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's awesome. That's
Yep.
awesome. I can't wait till you come here to Seattle to see your niece.
Right?
I'm gonna
I
take
know,
you
my
with
niece.
me.
She's she's my 3rd cousin, you guys, but
Oh,
she's my niece.
close enough, close
Yeah,
enough.
I always introduce her as my niece.
That's all right. That's all
Yeah.
right. Hi, Viviani, Cat Mama. My I have a lot of quote cousins, but the truth was that their father or their mother was my cousin, but they were so much older than me. Like I had cousins that were 30 years older than me, some in
Yeah.
some cases, because they were the oldest in their family, and I'm the youngest. And so their kids, I call my cousins. Of course, they are second cousins, but it's funny how that all works, you know. You see all these people your own age and they're your second cousins. Anyway, it's
Yeah.
kind of fun to catch up with them.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it is
yeah.
fun. I'm from a big Catholic family here in KC, and,
Okay.
just
Yeah.
you couldn't go anywhere when I was growing up without running
Oh, I
into
bet.
somebody
No, I bet.
we
Yeah,
were related to.
absolutely. Absolutely. Hi, Sandra. Is it Dole? Doell?
Oh,
Sandra
I like
Dole?
that.
Or Doel? Yeah. And welcome. So everybody, this is mostly a mediums or psychic show. I don't think Terry and I are going to read on the Akash today. But put in your questions. We'll answer as many as we can. And Terry does have to leave a little bit early because she has another show in an hour. And I will finish up whatever I can. And so put them in as soon as you can. Um, and yeah, we'll be happy to take them. If you're putting in medium, please give us the first. Oh, there's Tyler taking a walk
Yes,
behind you,
Tyler's doing his, thing,
doing
coming
his
in,
thing.
checking on everybody. My cat Zeppelin's asleep on my bed. Yeah,
Oh, there
and
goes
there he
Tyler's
goes.
up there with Zeppelin now. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. They're buddies, I guess, huh? Okay.
that's his baby. Yeah, he's
Oh,
the
okay.
big daddy.
He's the
So,
big dad. That's
yeah.
great they get along so well. I love that.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Mark, Spirit Whisperer, he's the one that said, "Get a baby kitty because he's gonna adopt him," and he was
Oh,
so on the money with it.
he was. Oh, Mark
Yeah,
is wonderful. Yeah.
yeah.
Um, so it helps to have a first name of somebody if you'd like to hear from somebody. And if they're, they can be a friend. It doesn't have to be a relative, but if they're your mother, your grandmother, your second cousin once removed, I don't care, whatever. Psychic question, be as specific as you can in the area you might. I know people like to hear from their spirit guides, but we can zoom in on something like, could you ask my spirit guides what I need to know about my money situation or my relationship with a friend or whatever you want. The more specific, the better. And by the way, thanks to Terry, I have a couple of new backgrounds and I'm enjoying this one very much. So thank you so
It's
much.
it'll wake you up, won't it?
It will. My favorite color, definitely.
I
My
was thinking
favorite.
of you. Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
I know she has so many outfits and glasses that go with this background.
Yeah, these glasses have been a hit. I think that they have a little bit of blue and they're mostly brown and blue. And if you haven't bought glasses or taken a look at Zenni, and I don't
Zenni.
get any money for this, anybody, so I'm not pushing anything, but it's a Zenni. You get your prescription from your doctor, and you can order these online. And I got these with a discount and all that crap. And these are prescription lenses for $40. I've never, you can't. I remember buying a pair of glasses from my doctor's office area. You know what I mean? The optometrist area. They
Yeah.
were like $300.
Oh, yeah, in a
Uh,
heartbeat.
Now I
Yeah.
just get these and then I can get 20 pair if I, you know what I mean? I don't really get that many, but yeah. Anyway,
Yeah,
all right.
they get so expensive.
They do.
I've
Yeah.
never had glasses, but I think I need glasses now because they look good.
Yeah. Yeah. No, they do. They kind of make you look authoritative or in a good way.
Well, I think they frame your face. Like,
They
and
do.
you don't need
Yeah.
makeup, right? When you've got glasses. It
I don't
just
wear it
looks
anyway,
good
but I
on you.
look better if I've got glasses. I'm not so pale. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
flattering. They're very
Yeah.
flattering.
So thank you, Eileen, for this, sending love and calming positive white light to everyone and to the guides to use for good of the. Oh, that's a beautiful affirmation.
I
Thank
love
you so
that.
very much. Thank you. Wonderful. Oh, that's right, Vicky Howell. Intellectual. Oh, excuse me. I used to have a professor that always.
That's what my mom did. She'd always look down her glasses at you, and she was German, and
And then,
mm,
yeah,
yeah,
that's funny. Oh,
yeah,
that's funny. That's
it
funny.
was awesome.
Hi, Claudia Cat Mama. All right. It's good to see you.
Claudia, long time no see.
All right. I think we got 13, and that's probably going to do it because I'm going to stop it at LP. LP will get your question. Please recognize that hi, Create Love. Hi, hon. How are you? And Teresa Ford's here. Always nice to see you.
Oh,
Vicky
yay,
Howell.
Teresa.
Yeah. Thanks for being here. And Maruta's here. All right. Um, all right. I think we got everybody, buddy. All right. So I have Jen F., Sarah Broyles, Maruta, just visiting, Sid L. Van Soul, and hello to you as well. Debbie's Three Shifting Veils, Claudia Teresa. Oh, all right, Jen. So you changed it to, can you ask, or I'm going to put this one up so that I can hide the other one because we're not going to have to do two of them. There we go. Sandra Duel, Lottie, Partly Faded, and LP. Okay, thank you. Okay, can you ask my spirit guides what to do about moving forward with my spiritual development or purpose? Certainly. All right. Cards going here.
Jen, the first thing they show me is like a big wave coming in for you, like a big wave of energy coming in soon. And so if you feel like you've been kind of just sitting there and watching things and not getting things, you've been getting ready. You've been acclimating your energy, or, the kingfisher, right? The kingfisher bird. He sits up in the tree forever staring at the water. But he's not, people think he's doing nothing, but he's not. He's really getting the perfect moment to fly in and catch his dinner. So, anyway, it's kind of like that, the energy that they're showing me. Okay. Have you been through a big cleansing lately, or letting go? Because it's like you're walking through this shower. Maybe that's what the wave's about, of getting rid of the old stuff. And I think we're all doing that as a whole group, don't you, Allie?
That's definitely. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
We're all in prep mode. Yeah.
Yeah. And you're just getting ready. Like that's the portal. Illumination. I love this because it's the same on either side on this card.
Yeah, I know. That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. You're getting ready for it. It's going to come to you, and it's going to be, it feels like it's something to do up here. So I feel like it's intuitive, and it's going to be, when you start this modality, you're going to already know it. You're going to remember it.
And that is true. I love that you brought that point up. We know all this stuff already, everybody. We do. We've lived enough lifetimes where we've learned a lot about it, but we have to remember it because the veil of forgetting from the past lives is there. And so we have to work our way through that veil. So fabulous. So Jen, so the first card I get for you is called the Resolute. And I love that. I think it's telling you to be resolute in what it is that you're looking for. It says, if you don't resolve to be patient and endure tough times, success may appear to you to always be in the future or another person's power. remember there is no future. There's only now. And, time is not linear. So be resolute in what it is that you're hoping to achieve. And then remember to let it flow. I think that's the hardest part because you don't want to push against it and you don't want to also make it happen. You have Harmony's call, embrace quality and pursue justice. Keep an open mind as answers unveil your path to balance. So how beautiful is that? So
Oh, I
yeah.
love that
And
card.
actually it's like a cairn, Cairn. And I don't know if you guys have ever been out on a walk and seen those, but people will make them to remind them that they've come that way. So it's better than breadcrumbs, in other words.
Yeah.
What happened to was it Hansel and Gretel? That's who it was.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. The other
Been so
thing is I'm sorry, Terry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. She just says, patience can be hard for her. Absolute patience. Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Hello.
You are from starseed origin, as all of us are, and know that you are not alone. And I love this because with Terry's card, she had the sort of the waterfall coming down, and also the sun and the sun. Unfortunately, Terry's right. The sunspot activities have been very tough for us all. So, very important for us to remember that we need to take care. Actually, I think was it Debbie that Dement? They were bringing her up. Isn't it true that you can get in the shower and scrub yourself with salt? I believe.
Yeah.
Or Epsom salt bath, and that will help you as well. So, yep. Don't worry, you're not alone, Jen F. We
I used to
understand.
do a salt and cornmeal scrub in the shower.
Oh,
Now, and it was so good for your skin and it felt so cleansing, but
sure.
now I'm kind of worried about the way the plumbing is these days and if it would take it anymore.
Well, I don't blame you because I have a friend whose septic system is almost failing, and it's due to salt in the system. And they have to actually go and take curdled milk and put it down the toilet, and so that hopefully that it will take care of that problem. But yeah, you do have to be very careful with the salt in your plumbing system. So yeah, I agree with you. Yep.
Yeah.
Beautiful. All right. Well, thank you, Jen F. Thank you so much. So Sarah Broyles is wondering if she can hear from her grandpa, John Broyles. All right. Thank you.
He looks like a big, strong guy, Sarah. He's kind of showing me, he's either wearing overalls or suspenders. I don't know if that makes any sense to you or not with John, but somebody's coming in that way. And he's standing up and he's like bigger than the average bear, he's saying. He's like, it's like he's a bear man, he's big and strong and capable and kind of jolly. Anyway, yeah, let me know, Sarah, and I'll pull some cards on him too.
Awesome. I love that. All right. So I first get expectation, and I'm thinking he's really, on the other side, you've got a whole bunch of people sort of like chomping at the bit in order to get their message through. A lot of them already know that you've arranged to ask about them, and they sort of are standing in line. So I think he's been here waiting for this question and says, I was standing in expectation, and yet I don't like to expect anything because you never know. So I'm getting that first. I don't know if he was a person that was either he drove a truck or maybe it could be farms equipment or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was always busy doing something. That's because I get the driver card. I get here also that he could be kind of a wise guy or a funny guy.
Yeah.
And, look at it. He's throwing shade at this point because he's got the sunglasses on. Finally, he says, for you to seek the truth, or he's happy that you're seeking the truth. Embrace clarity as revelations unfold. Keep an open mind for answers and illuminate the path to your understanding. I think he's really happy that you're doing all of this. It's like, yeah, look how close and connected you can be with even with people from the other side. So
Yeah.
there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Yeah, he's talking about something new that you're starting that he's really happy with,
Mhm.
Sarah. So, new beginnings coming up. Also something about friendship. Now, this could be that he's happy that you came in to ask about him because of all the other friends that you could have picked, or this could also be, that you're, like, breaking out of your comfort zone maybe and looking at new friendships, but, he's talking about divine timing. So,
Mhm.
and this is your divine time. This is everybody's divine time, right?
Definitely is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she said that it sounds like him, but he passed when she was young. So she doesn't remember him completely. Well, he remembers you, Sarah. Of course,
Yeah.
you are a special little girl. So, that would be the case. But wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you so much, Sarah.
Sarah, is there somebody else that has his name in the family? Just he's talking about that. So he
Okay.
honors that. He loves
The
that.
recognition. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Oh, you did, Maruta? Back in the 80s, I guess it was quite a crime-laden place, and we do have a bit of a homelessness problem in Tacoma, but there are parts of Tacoma that are just gorgeous, and was where we've settled first was more near that. But if you're down there on the waterfront, and it's not a cloud or kind of a cloud cover day, perfect Mount Rainier view, unbelievable. It's like it looks like a mirage. That's how beautiful it is. Anyway, so your dad's aunt and cousin. Okay, he grew up with them. All right. So your dad's name is Eurus, born in 1935. Does he have any messages for me? All right. Hmm.
Was
You want to go?
Sure, or you can go.
It's fine.
He's coming in. Maruta, I know how in touch you are and how intuitive.
Mhm.
It's like he's like, yeah, she didn't fall far from the tree. So he's acknowledging that that's your lineage. And he's wearing a hat. It could be a big sun hat that he's showing me, or my artwork could be that it's just also a wizard hat almost.
Ooh.
He's very wise beyond his years, or he was. And it might have been kind of a heavy burden for him in this lifetime that he knew. Okay, that makes a lot of sense because I pulled the hero's journey that he
Oh,
was on. He was a
yeah.
road goer, it feels like.
Yeah.
So like you,
I got
Maruta.
the same feeling. I do. I
Yeah.
got the same feeling.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm getting real chills on this, Maruta. He's amazing. And then shadow work.
Oh,
So
okay.
he came in to help the collective use their imagination and learn. So yeah, this is like you picked him for a reason as your as your dad. Yeah.
Yeah. Fabulous. I get that I love the hospitality card because even if he wasn't a guy that, let's say, entertained people, he was entertaining. He was, outgoing and kind and a loving guy, and he loved his family. Um, did was did his parents or he immigrate from Europe, Eastern Europe, at some point?
Yeah,
Maybe.
he had that energy. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that they just got out in time, let's say, or something like that, and they survived what was going on. This man is wearing a uniform, but when I see that, it doesn't mean he was necessarily in the service. It's just that there was a war or something that created a situation. This is supposed to be you, I believe. And it says active love as is. There you are. He's saying you are following in my footsteps. And look at the stars on the wings behind this woman. It's like he's so proud of you. He says, "Oh, you're so good at what you do." He's really happy for you. Finally, he knows that the new earth is coming, and he wants you and others to hold the vision of this new earth and to remember that this was your duty to come here at this time in order to create this space for others. So I think he wants you to do more with your chin.
And he has a hat on in there, doesn't he? Does he have a hat or is that his halo?
It's a halo. Yeah. And
Wow.
some really beautiful hair. Yeah. It looks like a hat, but it's his hair. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the hat I saw.
Awesome.
That's funny.
I know. It is. Thank you, Maruda. Thank you, my dear.
Yeah. Beautiful,
All right.
Maruda.
Thanks for sharing him with us. All right. So next I have just visiting, then Sid L. Vansel, and then Debbie at 3 Shifting Veils. Can you just let us know you're here, please? Hopefully just visiting is still here. Does my dad, Tom, have a message for me? He passed in April of 2011. His birthday was September 6th. Oh, well, he just had a birthday. Okay. Sure thing. We will ask him to come talk to us. Thank you, Debbie. And Sid L. Vansel. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Does help us for you if you've put a question in to be here, because it's very hard to read for people that aren't in the chats. Thank you.
Yeah. Then if we're going down
a rabbit hole.
A rabbit hole, yeah, we know. We can step out of it. Okay, so I'm going down another rabbit hole, and I'm just going to go with it, just visiting. But he's showing me a hat too, and it's kind of like a politician's hat or a high top hat. So I don't know if it was if he was formal or if, but he's talking a lot. Like he has a lot to say. So I don't know if he was a teacher or a politician, but something. That he really got his point across. Or maybe he's doing it now and he didn't then.
Oh, maybe.
Wow. Okay. Was he really connected to the animals too? So I'm getting the eagle spirit. Now that could also be that he was connected to, he was a professor. Okay. Yeah. So did he teach politics? Because there's that eagle spirit. And, you know, I'm just looking at either he taught that or something to do with the indigenous tribes and history of it. So he's bringing that in. He's talking about having an open heart and removing the barriers around his heart. So not just for him, but for other people. That was his that was his passion in that life. And
biology.
synchronicities.
Biology. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Synchronicity.
Yeah. So thank you, angels. I trust your well-timed guidance and signs. So I don't know if you're following in that, just visiting. But yeah. Huh.
Yep. Okay. So
interesting.
I knew right away that he was a teacher. I got this card, which is I don't get it all the time, but it's like somebody standing on a stage, and then I get defense. So if he was a biology teacher, then he would want to see people defend their results from, you know, in any kind of experiment or whatever. But because I also get he sparred with people about things when he communicated, which is really good. That's what a good professor does. It's like I'm not going to tell you what I think, but I'm going to put it out there, and I want to hear sort of like a defense of this or that. And so there you go. He was not very open with love, too scientific, too rational minded. That's why just visiting. He just couldn't separate the two. And sorry to hear that, though. That is a hard thing. I have a connection again with. I
Mhm.
pulled this card again, but you know what? A lot of us have. I don't know if he was in, say, Korea or Vietnam or whatever, but he was a good debater. Okay, yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
I get that in the communication card.
Yeah.
He said he's sending you what they call a golden disc, and it's so beautiful. He knows from the position that he's at now that he needed to balance his rational and his spiritual side, and he didn't know that then. He says, boy, lots of lessons up here and lots of things I'm seeing down there, but he wants you and others to disentangle relationships that are difficult by being open to the other side of things and being probably more loving. And he's sending you so much love. And he sort of apologizes for not being as loving a father as you would have wanted. But he said, I'm up here in the all-knowing place and space, and I can see a lot more things now than I knew then. But
Yeah. His heart is so open now to you just visiting. It's just beautiful.
mhm.
She said
Getting
he
close.
discovered routes through Mammoth Cave. That that
Yeah.
might be that indigenous,
Oh, that could be.
key
That
in
could
that.
be. Well,
Yeah.
you know what's really my husband's from Horse Cave, which is right next to Mammoth Cave, and I went to Mammoth Cave at Christmas one year, and we went all the way down to the very bottom, and they played all this beautiful Christmas music while we were down there. They turned the lights. Oh, it was that, and it echoed, and it was wonderful. So, and my father-in-law who passed, I never met him, but they were all very closed at that. They were of that age where they were very closed and very conservative people. So that's wonderful. Well, he loves you dearly. He really does. So,
Yeah. What a
yeah.
beautiful heart he has now.
Yep. The professor becomes the student. Thank you, Christine. How true. And the professor needs to always remember that it doesn't matter. Everybody is our teacher. Everybody. Yeah. And we are not the be all and end all. Very, very true. All right. So, Sid, I'd love hearing your self care and practices. Thank you for sharing your rituals. Oh, this is a great
Oh.
question. Thank you for asking this question. It's a great question. Um, all right. Oh, okay. You actually have a real question that you want answered, but we can we can share. I'll tell you that when I get really wound up, I have a hot tub, and I also have fibromyalgia, and when I have a problem, I go to my hot tub. This summer with the sunshine, I bought one of those blow up donut things, and I sat outside in the sun, maybe 15 minutes or so, and it was just so much uh, self-care. I was just out there sort of meditating on the moment and listening to the birds. And so there's one of mine. How about you, Terry? What self-care would you
Oh my
say?
gosh. So that's one of my favorite things to do too. It's so funny that we both do that. But I
Mhm.
remember lifetimes of floating. And
Uh-huh.
it's an ancient memory for me. It's just laying there and surrendering
Uh-huh.
and letting go.
And letting go.
Having no the other thing is not having any gravity, right?
Right.
Because
Right.
gravity is so heavy on this planet, and to
It
be in
is.
there and just feel the light.
Yeah. Oh,
The other
you're
thing
absolutely right.
Yeah, the other thing that I'm doing, this year is before I go to bed, I say something wonderful to myself, and as soon as I wake up, I try to remember to say something wornberful to myself, like, "I love you, Terry.
Yeah.
You're
Yep.
doing a great
We have to love
whatever."
ourselves. Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah,
Mary Thornberry says meditation tribe with Terry every morning through the week is a great thing to do.
yeah, we meditate together every Monday through Friday, and that practice of being in a group meditation is huge.
Oh, it definitely is. You can
Yeah.
you can feel that energy. Yes, I have red light therapy. I've tried that, and green light hookah. I think it's not a hookah. It's called it's a light that's green. I don't remember the name of it, but it's an unusual light. I've tried that.
Yeah.
Juno told me about that. So
I have a red light mask, and I put it on my head a
Oh.
lot of times.
As long as you
So
don't go out to the red light district, you'll be okay.
and that would be a Kansas City thing. Yeah,
That's true.
that's what we were famous for,
That's very true.
the blues and the
All
ladies.
right. So thank you for telling us your name, Anne. It's nice to have you here. You're wondering if loved ones, dads, grands, or others have divine guidance during this lonely time as I elevate, stretch, and grow in big ways. Oh, right. Wonderful. So I pulled a couple of cards. The first one I get is beautiful, and it says the survivor. And there's my spirit animal behind this beautiful Native American woman. I love deer. Deer always bring me so much joy. And the message here is things might not work out as planned, at least in the short term. Remember, you have everything that you have endured and how resilient you have proven yourself to be. So we always need to congratulate ourselves for what we have accomplished and not put ourselves down for what we haven't yet accomplished. We'll get there. We're all a process. They said that coming up for you is going to be a magical opportunity to embrace the unexpected. Seize your chance for transformation. We're all in this. And we're all in this this beautiful Aquarian energy that's bringing us to this tipping point, and you're part of it. And they want you to remember that. And finally, it says you have look at that's interesting. You got the survivor, and then you've also been resurrected. So you are beginning again. Oh my goodness. You're
Wow.
beginning again, and they want you to know that rebirth is making its way. You are working through it, and they're really, really proud of you. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. It's funny when you were talking about the family being around you and how you love to elevate, sketch, and grow in big ways. I see them like pulling your leg, pulling your arm, massaging you. It's like your team is all around you and just taking care of business. They're talking about music and harmony. So I don't know if you're doing a mantra or singing, but that singing, even if you can't carry a tune, especially if you can't carry a tune, sing loud and sing proud. That's what I always say.
Yeah. Okay.
Like my grandma at church.
Uh-huh.
And then play with it. Like, don't forget about playing because that's so important. Just being little kids. You've got miracles coming. I do feel like she has that huge rebirth that's starting again.
Mhm.
And maybe there was darkness there sometimes. But Rumi says darkness is the hole the light shines through.
Yeah.
And that's what does create miracles for us.
Yes. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Just know that there are many other people on the same similar paths, and that we're all doing this together, and we'll get there. We're going to get there because we're bringing all that to the collective energy, and it's going to shift. Things are going to be better for us. Thank you so much. Nice to meet you.
Beautiful.
So we've got Debbie wanting to know if her father has a message for her mother, Marvin and Sharon. All right, Debbie, we'll see what we can do. Next will be Cat Mama, Teresa Ford, and Sandra Dole, either Doel or Dole. All right. Does your father, Marvin, have a message for your
mother? Debbie's heart kind of hurts. I don't know if he had heart problems or if it was emotional, but he's saying he's sorry about something, and he's talking about that he left early. So I don't know if that makes any sense to you or not. And then I'll pull a few cards. I think he's sending you signs, and you probably feel them. Like he's saying, and it's signs in the stars, but I think that also like numbers, perhaps. Tyler's talking about it too. Maybe your animals bring you numbers.
Now mine are going to start answering.
But
Mm.
he's talking about focus, and I love this card because it's like she's got her lap is filled with beautiful blossoms,
Oh,
and
yeah.
she's looking the other way. You've got everything you need to be who you want to be because you are divinely protected. Um, and and he's here to answer your prayers. It's like you've really got him there behind you, Debbie.
Mhm. Wow. So, Debbie, is mom really religious, or is she? Did she have to? I don't know. The word is defend, but I got the martyr card, which can mean different things. But it also see how this woman is collecting all these icons. When I get this, I kind of think she may be, or she may have moved into a more spiritual state, or she might be saying, I'm all right, I'm fine, I can do this by myself, but that her heart is really hurting. I don't know how long dad's been gone, but dad says, I'm always there with you, Sharon. Don't worry about me. You worry about you. And so I don't have to worry about you. I get the Bohemian card. I'm thinking he's saying this about you. Yeah, Debbie, I love this for you. That that you're really dipping your toes into all these really cool things, and I'm glad that I could be here today to share that with you. Was Dad a teacher, or did he? Well, she's always been spiritual. She's become more religious. Yes, that's what I see. She's become more, and some people do that when they get older because they figure, oh, I'm really close to the end here. I best make my peace with God, that kind of thing. And I think it's something like that. Was dad a teacher or mom a teacher? I'm not sure. At the very least, we are all teachers to each other. So we may, you may say, oh, my father, he taught me a lot about this, or my mother taught me a lot, whatever it is. But he says, just keep learning, Debbie and Sharon, because it's a never ending thing. No, not a teacher. Okay. Mary Thornberry, does she look at pictures a lot? Oh, that's interesting. Okay. All right.
Interesting. Yeah.
I have here that the message is trust your path, listen to your intuition, seek direction, and embrace new discovery. Answers reveal your journey within. So I love that. And I think it's meant for the both of you. I really do. It's like, we made these sacred contracts before we came here. So trust that you know what you're doing, and that you're working through what it is that you came here to complete and to finish. So thank you so much.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Beautiful energy.
Mhm. All right. So we have Claudia. Her adopted mom, Sandy, passed in January. Yes, that.
So
Yeah.
sorry.
She didn't like me, and yet she left me with her ashes. Does she have anything else she wants to say to me? I think she loved you, dear, but yeah, I really do. She left you with the ashes. She trusted you. Who else would you? Why would you do that otherwise? Right? Why would you
Yeah.
do that? Mm.
Yeah. You were the one that she
Mhm.
could count on.
Yeah.
Feels like her heart was kind of in a box.
Mhm.
Like, I don't know if it's her ashes that are in the box.
They
Um,
were. They were. They
okay.
were in a box.
Okay.
Yes.
She's showing me
Yep.
the box, but she put a big bow on it. Like this is her gift because she feels like in the lifetime she couldn't get her heart out of the box.
Ah, okay.
I don't know what was
That
going
makes so
on.
much sense. If she was boxed in and had a
Yeah.
hard time, yeah, and then that she was left in. I remember she told me Claudia told me one day, I don't know, it was UPS or something. She gets this box in the mail, and it's her mother's ashes. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I think this is what she wants you to do with them, honey. If you
Okay.
haven't already.
Blessing. Yeah.
No, it's
Yeah.
a blessing. And she says, release. This is actually going to be her gift to you, that you're going to be able to release those ashes. They're in a
Okay.
beautiful vase now. When
Yeah.
you're ready, blow them to the wind in a way,
Yeah.
because that's going to be your power.
Oh my God,
Really,
that's so right. I feel that that's right on, Terry. That
yeah,
yes, you have the opportunity to do with these what you want. And so if you're angry with me, or if there's issues that you don't feel we solved, you can let them go. Oh
yeah,
my Lord.
and then meditation. So I don't know if that's the Ho'oponopono. I
Mhm,
can never say that properly.
mhm,
But
mhm.
I do feel like, that's gonna bring you back to that little girl, that beautiful little girl that
Yes,
she couldn't open her heart to. So that's gonna be a beautiful time for both of you
I
to
do
honor
believe
her
that.
that way.
Yeah, absolutely. Wow. Um, yeah, I don't know that your mother understood how you like to play, because you're very playful, Claudia. You're very playful. You love your kitty cats. I mean, you used to have that little that library out front of your house that people could come and get a book and read it. She was confused by that, and I think that she's almost saying, "I didn't really know how to be a mother. I did the best I could." Whether or not you believe that, I don't know, but she can see it even more now that she's on the other side. And she can see, because whatever you went through, you get that hurt back when you're reviewing your life, but you always get the hurt of the other person too, the other side of it. And if you're not aware of that on this side, you don't even know what other people are feeling really inside them. She loves that you love the woo woo. And she said, even though I wasn't your biological mother, our ancestry is strong. And I loved you. I really, and I still love you. Um, she said it might be a slow climb to know what to do with these ashes, but you're getting there one steady step at a time with a little bit of effort, and you will know the right time to do what it is you need to do next. Yeah, she was a
Wow.
hurt person. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's why she couldn't love you like you needed. Something about you being a free spirit,
Uh huh.
um, hurt that inner child of her shadow self.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, but that was beautiful, Allie.
Yeah.
Beautiful reading.
And hope. Oh, yours was too. But the Ho'oponopono. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love
Love
you.
you.
Mm. And love yourself.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's always the right thing to do, that one, isn't it?
It
It
is.
doesn't
It
matter
is.
anything you say, you can always do
Yeah.
that one too. Yeah.
I'll let you answer this, and I know you need to fly, and I'm going to try to answer the rest of the questions because
Okay.
Terry has another show. But Teresa Ford saw a golden filigree dragon medallion. Any idea what that might mean? Ooh, 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 ooh.
I feel like this is something to do with your future, Teresa. Um, this is a place that you're going to, and probably a new guide as well. Um,
Could be.
yeah, this is about you traveling. So maybe not traveling physically, but moving. Wow. Okay. So that blessings came out again.
Oh my, yeah.
Letting go.
Hmm.
Um, this is going to bring some balance. And so I love this card. Holding the whole world in your hands and knowing the balance of it, and a celebration.
Yeah.
Um, it's
Wow.
like you're walking into a new era, Teresa.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I have here that he's trying to offer you a harbor of peace. Okay. Find serene refuge in the peaceful embrace of a gentle harbor, allowing tranquility to still your waters. So the fact that it was a golden dragon, and dragons, have been known to be in the water as well,
Oh
underneath
yeah.
where the moat is,
100%.
it's like, I will still the waters here for you, Teresa, for your journey, and not to worry. In other words, I got your back. I got your back. Yeah.
Yeah, there's nowhere you can't go with that.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Yeah. Perfect. Thank you, Terry. Thank you for being
Oh,
here with me.
thank you
I know.
so much. I'd stay all day
I know you
on
would.
here.
I know you would. Say hello to Scott for me. Take
All
care.
right, will do.
All
Bye,
right.
everybody.
Bye,
Lots of
everybody.
love.
Bye-bye,
See
honey.
you later.
All right. So, Sandra, divine gratitude goes to Peter Dell for getting us out of the Ukraine in the 1890s when he did. Oh, he was a Mennonite. Oh, that's beautiful. Let me see what he has to say to you for getting you out of Ukraine. Oh, Eastern European. Um, yeah, wow. Everybody kind of had to make that choice, a lot of choices really fast whenever there was something else coming up. And you have to trust the guidance that you have to leave when you do. So I'm feeling as though Dell's intuition was completely aligned with what it is that he needed to do. Oh, I keep getting the martyr card no matter how many times I do this. So I'm getting that, yes, religion was very important to them. And so I know the Mennonite community is here in the United States. And maybe he knew that the refuge would be here for you all. He acted as is, which means he followed his intuition. He followed his intuition, just exactly what I said, and he made that decision. He knew it was going to affect a lot of people, so it was kind of difficult to make, but he did. He did the right thing, um, and he got away from the drama that was surrounding him and in that area of his life at the time. And I believe that this would have been, if I'm correct historically, that this was when either Ukraine was not annexed by Russia or maybe was part of Russia. I'm not sure, because I know that it was at one time, and I'm not sure if it was overtaken, but I believe Ukraine was a section of Russia. And so he obviously was before his time. Wow. Thank you so very much, Sandra. I don't blame you for wanting that for him, and appreciation seen. Yes. Hello, Liz, and anybody else that came in. I got, all right. So I got you, Lottie. I'm hoping you're still here. And Partly Faded and LP, and then Sonia. Okay. Thank you so much. Sorry, Terry had to leave, but let's see if we can get some messages in from these other folks. Yeah. Oh my goodness, this card just wants to be read today. Oh, wow. I have this very beautiful woman here, Lottie. I know that she is an Asian woman, but I believe that your grandma Alma was a very proper lady, and that she dressed well. She did what she was supposed to do, and she followed the rules, so to speak. And it says here, an act of love is to do nothing. Sometimes it's not to interfere with other people's lives. So I don't get that she was really bossy or butting into other people's business. That's just what this card is saying to me. I also got the martyr card, so I'm guessing religious. It's I don't know. This is the third time this morning. She also was of service to other people in whatever way she could. I don't know. She might have been a nurse. She might have been a healthcare worker, or this is a Red Cross lady. But it could be that she also was just a person who was very kind and reached out to other people and showed them the love that they needed, and for them to know that they were seen. That's what I get. And let's see. I hope some of these things make sense. All right. Let's see. The Russians exiled him. Oh, okay. Thank you, Sandra. Lottie. She was born in 1918, a year after my father. Okay. All right, Linda. Bye-bye, honey. She did look after others. Okay, sweetheart. She's saying Embrace the unknown, Lottie, with curiosity, and let each journey shape your past and your path and the wisdom that you walk on. So she's watching you from afar, and she's really loving what she sees and the beauty of the music made in your life. So there you go. That's perfect. That's great. Hi, Joyful Journey. Nice to see you. Hi, Warrior Girl. Great seeing you. Terry had to leave. I still have a few more readings to do for those who are. Let's see. I want to make sure that I have it. All right. So, message from your brother Derek. All right. The next one I have is LP, then Sonia, then T. Lynn, and Paul Freed. All right. Derek. Wow, pretty powerful here. Was he an academic? Or did he get an advanced degree, or did he go to college? That's what I'm getting. There are some people that they consider academic is just, or he could have been a lifelong learner. I get that he was very, very much interested in learning all the time. And so there's that one there. He's cautioning you and sending you, he says, it's an act of love that you take care of yourself. Self-care is something people really do not do until they're almost forced into a corner, especially men. Sorry about that. It's important for us all to remember to step back and take time. But self-care is a lot of different things. It's about loving yourself. It's about knowing that you're in the right place to deal with your soul contract. And it is an act of love to do so. That this is what our primary purpose is, to love ourselves and love others on this earth. And it's very important you know that. I love this because this also could be another female person on the other side that he wants to let you know he's with. I'm not sure, but that's what I get. Oh my God, he's got his binoculars out. He says, I've been observing you. I've been watching you. And you can't get away with too much because that's what I do over here. And I am rooting for you, and I am sending you lots and lots of love. And he said, one day we will be together. When that day comes, I will meet you. Don't worry about what's going on over here. This is okay. This is a good place. Says again, take great care. So I'm not sure what's going on with you, Partly Faded, but it says nurture yourself, prioritize your own well-being, and tread gently on your journey. You were meant to be here at this place at this time. And he's sending you so much love in all of these cards. These cards are very much, they show concern. They show concern and a reminder of how important it is to take care of ourselves. So thank you. Medical issues. Okay. He's recognizing that. And he's your biggest champion. He really is. He really is. Much love to you. All right. You're welcome. Much love. Any general or love insights for you, LP? Oh, let's see what the cards say about that. Sure. All right. Oh, this is cute. All right, let's see. First card I get is the fortune teller. And that is so funny because that's actually what this sort of is. But I love this with the butterfly hat that this woman has on her head. And she's, pulling cards for you. I just think that's a hoot. And one of the things I get when the idea is you can ask for as many card readings as you want. But in order for you to meet the love of your life or the person you want in your life, you must love yourself first. And then you allow for that to come in for you. And remember that divine timing is always the key, and that any action taken or any releasing taken has to come from you. The cards only show potentialities. Okay. So it says being open to possibilities and trusting your intuition to interpret the answers from oracles can help others. I'm thinking you might want to get yourself some oracles. These are oracle cards. They're a lot of fun. These particular ones are called the Wild Goddess. So they're very interesting. I think you're entering a period of happiness that is positive and sociable. Expect things to go well. I don't know if you might meet somebody at a party, a dance, a, a concert. I don't know. Keep your mind and heart open. It might be somebody that you wouldn't have considered before. Finally, I get expect travel, movement, and relocation. This could broaden your horizon. A lot of people say, I don't want to move. I don't want to move anywhere. Okay, then do some traveling. Broaden your perspective. I love this because look at, she's got a ship on her head. I'm thinking maybe go on a cruise. There you go. Those are potentialities is all. Yeah. Best of luck. Yeah, the Wild Goddess. Isn't it fun? Yeah. It's a cool deck. All right. So, Sonia, message from your elementals. Sure thing. Let's see if I can find that elemental empath deck. I love this deck because it's the Elemental Empath Oracle. And every time you ask, I feel drawn to this particular deck. And look at the book. Oh, my goodness. If I had the time, I have to go by the images and what my guides say. Otherwise, I'd be reading descriptions way too long. And yeah. Ooh. All right, Sonia. The first one I get is the Creatrix. It says, express your emotions, birth your creations, and it's big womb energy, divine feminine, beautiful. You're bringing in and birthing the divine woman energy, the sacred goddess energy. And I love it because they said you connect so well to the earth and the elementals, and you also connect really well to the higher realms. And so they want you to continue to keep balancing that because it will make you more comfortable once you do that. Yeah, there we go again, the integrated woman. It's the second card. And it says self-acceptance, integrate lessons, and grounded healing. So there's your grounding. I know I'm not supposed to show these lady parts here, or I could be dinged. Silly, but it's just, we're not in France. Anyway, there you go. And there is, oh, I thought that was a little animal there, but no, it's not. It's just part of the dress. All right. Up, here we go. Hope is the third card. Trust, have faith, heal the past, and make sure you realize that you can hope for something, but not have an expectation. Expectations kill it. If we have an expectation, we're usually very, very disappointed if it doesn't show up in the way we expect it to. But look, you've got the cougar energy here, and it looks like she has oh, that's the tail wrapped around you. You've got the really good, strong energy here of the elementals and the animal spirits. That's beautiful. And it could mean you're a cougar, which, it's always nice. So thank you so much, dear. I love this question, T-Lyn. Do physical health problems interfere or create spiritual blocks? I think spiritual blocks create health problems. It could go the other way as well. Certainly, if we're going through a spiritual challenge, it's much like going through when we don't have the full support of Maslow's hierarchy of needs. For instance, if you're at the very bottom and you don't have food, lodging, and something else, then you can't really think about too much more because you're in that state, and you know, you just want to eat. You want to survive. It's survival mode. Then as you move up, these hierarchy of needs change. And when you get to a certain tier, you can say, okay, now I can spend a little bit more time focused on what it is that I want, not what I don't want. I truly believe my husband has been going through this since November. Everybody knows he's not well and he's not getting any better, and he has every test in the world and either nothing shows up, or we find one that something shows up and they retest it and it's not there anymore. I think he has a spiritual block. I honestly do. But do you think he wants to listen to his wife? Probably not at this point. He does to a point, but he's got to take the action, and he doesn't. And I'm just using him as an example, and I apologize. People don't need to worry about that. But at the same time, I think spiritual blocks come and they can create all kinds of dis-ease in our body. And so look at it as a two-way street. And that's just my feeling and what my guides are saying. So thank you for the question. I think it's an important one. I really do. So thank you. All right. Oh, hello, Carolyn Lipkins. We are very much at the end of the show, but I will see what I can do. Okay. Thank you so much. Oh, LP, your friends asked you to go to Egypt. Well, that's always a good place to go. Awesome. I hope you go. You might meet somebody. You never know. A message from Mom Barbara. Her birthday is next month. Okay. Certainly, Paul. It's lovely to see you. I hope you're still here. I know that you watched Terry. I hope you had a good time. Didn't you go to Disneyland or World or something about a month ago or so? I hope you had a nice trip. Mom is saying, did you tell jokes to each other a lot when you were growing up, or did you have like this whole thing with humor and laughing and yeah, yeah, something like that? Yeah. Because I got the wise guy, and I don't mean it in a nasty way at all. I'm seeing that she's acknowledging your sense of humor. Okay, good. Yeah, I love this. It reminds me of John Belushi, and his work on Saturday Night Live. Okay, I'm glad she was. And even though this is a male figure and the face is sort of faded away, she wants to recognize that she realizes that you feel her absence, and she is holding, I know it's a male, but she's holding your hand and letting you know, I'm always with you, Paul. You don't ever have to worry. And thank you for the mention of my birthday. We don't really celebrate birthdays over here because you can be any age you want to be when you get here, but I'll take it. Thank you. Was she a hardworking lady? I get that she was really hardworking lady. It says labor. Either that or she's telling me, I went into labor with you, Paul, and it took forever to have you. I don't know. It could be either one of those. Finally, I get ignite your ambition. She says, put a fire under yourself, but it's also important that you balance your work life and your spiritual life. And don't, no one ever said on their deathbed, gee, I wish I worked more hours. They always say, I wish I'd spent more time doing something else. Okay. So she says, pursue your desires with drive and face consequences bravely. Keep an open mind as answers reveal themselves on your journey. So she wants you to make sure that you follow your intuition and that you, that you recognize all the hard work that you have done and that she loves you very much. Yeah, very much. Thank you so much. Wayne Rich, I'm sorry. That's the reason I haven't gotten my COVID booster just yet. I need to go get it. But yeah, I understand. Much love. I hope you feel better tomorrow. Lots of Tylenol. You're welcome, Paul. It's wonderful to see you. Yeah. Thank you for being here. All right. So I'm just going to take these because these people are new here. But we are in the second hour and Terry had to leave. So I'll take these. But these are the last two I can take today. Okay. So Carolyn Lipkins and L. Crowley. I will be glad to pull a couple of cards for you. You want a general card, you said, Carolyn? All right. Greetings from Belgium. Yes, how beautiful. I've been to Luxembourg, Germany, Switzerland, France, and parts of Italy, but I haven't had the pleasure of going to Brussels or any part of Belgium. Maybe another day. It's been a long time. Travel is in my blood. So here I got the ruler card. These are the wise women cards, oracle cards. Aren't they beautiful? And look at this woman. She's wise. She stands her ground and she knows what she wants. And that is you. And it says sometimes you must create and defend boundaries to protect yourself from invasive or other inappropriate behavior of others. And this is very important for us all. This is a great message. Do not allow anyone to trample on your boundaries. You set them. For instance, I don't want anybody to just come over to my house and knock on the door at all hours of the day. I would like to know you're coming because I may be sleeping or I may be entertaining other people. You know, that would be a boundary. Or I only answer my telephone if I want to, unless you pay for my telephone. It's my choice. That's a boundary. We have all boundaries that we need to set. And I'll pull another one here for that. And it says, free to move, embrace your liberty to explore new paths. The world is wide open for your journey. So remember, you can go wherever you want and do whatever you want. And you can set a boundary as well with that. So thank you very much, Caroline. Yeah. And finally, L. Crowley, thank you so much. Was there anybody else that had put a question in that maybe I missed? Oh, yes, Mary, I will do a card for the collective. Very much so. Yes. Okay. All right. Thank you, Paul. Let's see what you have, L. Crowley. And then I'll do a card for the collective. Yeah. I love collective cards because we are a collective, all of us. Ooh. So you are the seeker, number 7, very spiritual. Look at the swan at the bottom. This is so beautiful, and a beautiful bird at the top. And it's your message is the meaning of life is to seek ways to give your life meaning, doing with gratitude, patience, and compassion for both yourself and others. Don't forget. Don't forget. And it says here, shape the sculpture of self, honoring the perpetual act of forming and expressing your own identity. Be true to yourself, be authentic, and follow your own path, and don't worry about what other people say is another important thing they want you to do. Okay. Eli, I will read this for you, and then we'll do a collective card, but that's it for the day. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Mary, we are gathered together and we're creating very much. It is unbelievable. You're right, Mary. That's proven by that beautiful Voices for Democracy that we had last weekend that just blew the doors off of my expectations. You're welcome, El Crowley. All right, I got the shadow for you. This lady is just a gorgeous woman leaning back on such beauty. You got the moon and the stars and all kinds of things in this card. And it says, making a friend and an ally of your shadow side is necessary for becoming your authentic self, a key element in true success. quite often we don't want to look at our shadow side, which is the things we don't really like about ourselves. But it's very important to do that and to realize that we all have it. We all have those issues, and not to fear it, but to move into it as a way to transmute it into something better for ourselves. It's a way of awakening ourselves to see what it is that we maybe place limitation on, and we don't want to be limited. We're here to be expressive. It says to seize every minute, embrace each moment with purpose, for time is precious. It's a gift on your journey to self-discovery. Very, very true. Carpe diem. Carpe diem. Seize life, seize every moment, and enjoy the moment as a way of, we just don't know how long we have. So be loving to yourself, be loving to others. And thank you for the question. You're welcome. All right. The final one we have today would be a reading on For the Collective, which means this is a message for everybody in this group or anybody that's watching. This one is called the Wisdom Woman Oracle. This one is from Etsy. It's called the Clarifying Life Situations. And this one is the Elemental. Okay. Yes, Christine, thank you. Yeah, thank you for letting me know. And these are my light codes. They're messages from Archangel Raphael. So I hope that helps you. Yes. Yes. Arcadian, we have moderators, and sometimes I don't see things, and so they're there to remind me. There's this one. Don't forget this one. And I don't know what I'd do without them. So there you go. All right. Here we go. Oh, this is great messages coming. You're welcome, El Crowley. All right. The first one I get is, ooh-wee, don't forget to embrace your inner child. Play more, laugh more, be silly more. Heal all the childhood wounds you can by understanding that that was then and this is now, that we can mother our own inner child by bringing happiness and joy into our life. If you'll notice, my sign behind me says happiness is a decision. It's a decision we make to focus on the things that are good without being, it's not toxic happiness, but it's finding the joy in all things. And laughing brings your vibration up so high. It's amazing. Here we go with the unity. It says to get focused. And this is great because this is a card for the collective. So all of us need to unify and get focused on what it is that we need to do. We are being bombarded with information, light codes, sun storms, all kinds of things, but we are also ascending into a higher consciousness. And we're doing that collectively, and we're doing that individually. And as each one of us gets aligned and raises their vibration, the higher the vibe will be and the more possible for a paradigm shift. Tomorrow, Pam Drinnen's coming back on the show. Tomorrow, Tuesday. It's either Monday or Tuesday. Anyway, it's on my page. Pam's coming back, and you know how she is. She'll clear out whatever you need cleared. She does the calibration. So we're seeing the calibrations go up when she calibrates people in the chat. So it's very important to calibrate higher. That way we can bring up the consciousness. Finally, it says everybody needs to embrace their liberty to experience new paths. The world is open for your journey. Be free to move and to know that this is a very, very important component for us. We don't want to ever lose our ability to move or to be in a place and a space that we can be free and free to do the things we need to do. Oh, thank you. Yes, you're welcome, T-Lynn. Thank you. Hi, Wayne. Take care of yourself, Christine. Yes, Pam Drinnen is really wonderful. I have a lot of really good shows coming up next week. Next week, I'll be here with Sun Psychic Jean. So thank you for being here, everybody. Much love. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.